The South African Weather Service is advising residents to prepare for persistently high temperatures, particularly in areas like the Lowveld, Limpopo Valley and Western Bushveld. Reporter Hasina Gori joins us now for more on the story. So Hasina, how's the heat wave affecting people there?
Good morning. We are currently here in Snake Park in Soweto in the south of Johannesburg, where it is quite a hot day. We're just edging towards the 30 degrees here in this specific area where we're at. We know the South African Weather Services has warned off a heat wave over this weekend from yesterday till tomorrow, and warning that it could be some of the hottest days of the year. And they're warning people to also take precautions around, how they go out. So I want to bring into the conversation at Johannesburg Emergency Services. Xolile, thank you so much for being with us. We're here outside this morning on one of your campaigns. But before we get into what the campaign is about, I want to know, what are some of the precautions that people can take when they do go out, particularly as the temperatures rise almost to 40 degrees here in Johannesburg?
Good morning, Ms. Gary. So yes, it is hot the entire weekend. The Water Services has warned of a heat wave. We're just cautioning the residents of Johannesburg to please ensure that if they don't really have to go anywhere, stay indoors. Make sure that you stay in an air-conditioned area if you do have one. If you don't, just stay under a tree with your glass of cool water. Just ensure that the kids don't play in the sun as well. Take extra caution and ensure that you drink a lot of water. Hydrate, stay hydrated, use a lot of sunscreen as well if you do go on sunny places or areas, and ensure that the kids also apply sunscreen. They don't play or get involved in sporting activities during the midday, like maybe they can start playing in the afternoons where the sun has gone down a bit.
And that is echoing what we've heard also from the South African Weather Services, just calling on people to take precautions. We're told that the weathers could hit at least 36 degrees in Johannesburg, in various parts of the province, but also across the country. There's been the similar warnings of high mercury levels in this country. So asking people, really, if you don't have to be outside, to stay indoors. But we know that one of the best ways to cool off, and what people do when the sun is out and it's all sunny, is go near a body of water. We're here alongside a stream in Snake Park where the community not only uses it for recreational but also for other religious rituals. I want to bring in the community officer of the Johannesburg EMS. Vincent, thank you so much for speaking to us. We're here on the campaign that EMS is having today, which is a Safe Water campaign. So let's talk about what this campaign aims to do before we get into what is happening here today.
Okay. The campaign is aiming to reduce the number of drownings that are usually happening in streams like this. We know history has taught us, and it has happened before, that the people are drowning in streams like this, especially people who are doing the baptism, the people who are doing rituals in these streams. So those are the people who are more in danger to experience the drownings. So the aim for this campaign is to reduce that number and to make them aware that these things that they're doing, they should actually do them in a more safer way. Yeah.
What are some of the practical examples and tips that EMS does give to them to ensure that they're able to do their rituals, able to enjoy the water if they're swimming here as well, but to do so without having drownings happening?
Okay. Remember, first thing first, we are not even against what they're doing. We actually support what they're doing, but however, they must do it in a safe way. And the safe way is not to do those rituals where the water is more deeper, on the side where it's more deeper. And especially when you look at the water, the speed that the water travels with. And then most of the people, when they do rituals, they like to do rituals on the waterfall. And when you look at the waterfall, the speed of the water is much faster than the other places. And there's more of a deep side. So we encourage people not to do their rituals there where there's a waterfall and where there's a deep side. They must always take precautions when they do such things. They must go to the level where they can be able to be safe with. Yes.
Do we find that in summer times, or when the weather is a lot warmer, that there's more of these rituals that take place, also of families just coming out here to enjoy the water here?
Yes, actually some people just come to enjoy the water here, to enjoy their time here because it's more peaceful for them. However, most of the people that we are encouraging or that we are focusing on is people who are doing rituals, people who are coming here for spiritual matters for themselves. So those are the people that we focus more on because those are the people who are often coming here and in large numbers than any other people here. Yes.
How is the response from the community to the campaign that EMS has had?
Every time whenever we go to places like this, people always welcome us. People always feel safe when they see us because when they see us, I believe they see safety and they believe that they are safe when we are around here. So they give us time, they listen to us and they encourage us to do more of those campaigns because they know that some of their colleagues, I'll call them their colleagues because they are doing the same things, because some of the colleagues has been taken by water. So they know the dangers that they are facing there. So they find it very interesting and they're encouraging us to do that. And they actually want us to be here in every weekend because weekends, that's the most time that they come here.
Thank you so much. That was Vincent of the EMS here speaking to us on their campaign that they're having here. It is a water safety specifically focused on those who do the religious rituals here at these streams, really warning them to do so in a safe manner to ensure that when they are going into the water for their baptism or spiritual healing, that they do so in a way that ensures that there's no drownings, to be aware of the water, to be aware of the levels as well. And as these days get warmer, these are not just tips for those spiritual leaders, but also for those that may be going towards a body of water to do so in a safe manner, to ensure that if children are playing near the streams, that they have adults around, that they're aware of the water conditions, as well as to do so without the waterfall. I'm going to ask my colleague Lepo to give you a look of the water stream that we're seeing behind us. As you'll be able to see some of those rituals taking place at this time. We heard from Vincent telling us that they should try not to do it near the rapids and the waterfall, as the water is more unpredictable at that space. So calling for caution, as they say that this specific area here in Snake Park is quite frequented by many of those coming for religious and spiritual healings, and that they have seen numbers of drownings in the past, and they're trying to ensure that come this summer and as the temperatures rise, that we'd not see those same tragedies taking place. Again, we're here as part of their campaign, which is a water safety campaign by the Johannesburg Emergency Services, but also today is one of the days which I believe to be quite the hottest in the year. Temperatures right now still in the early 30s, but expected to rise to almost 36, almost 40 here in Johannesburg and across the province, but also across the country. Warnings of similar kind of conditions, and a warning to those that may be outside today to hydrate, to put on their sunscreen, and to enjoy this summer day.